The African giant, Burna Boy,
Yeah.
caught flack for something we all literally have been through.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, never date a girl that knows too many boys. This is what Burna Boy tweeted a while back. So the question now is he in the right or is he in the wrong? Or on the flip side, would a girl date a guy who's got numerous girlfriends, right? I mean, female friends for that matter. That's what we're gonna delve into today on DLS Wave. All right, so as usual, to my left, we got the big boy himself here, and then we got the big guy also on my right. All right, so one way or the other, we've all been through it. I'm quite sure of that. I know I have, right? So have you ever had a girl that in your opinion, in your view, in your assessment, you think she had way too many boyfriends? I mean, not boyfriend, like dating, male friends for that matter, right? That you were not comfortable with.
Okay, if she has friends already,
Yeah.
then why would I be why would I be uncomfortable with it? Because it's obvious. She has those friends already.
Before you met her.
But if you turn the table and you ask, is it okay if I will allow her to have so many male friends? Then being a male myself, I'll say no. And this is not me being overprotective or stopping her to be herself. You understand? But if she has those friends already, why would I want to go in for somebody who I already think, if you want to be judgmental,
Yeah.
you think then she's having an affair with all of them? Why would I want to go in? Then I want to go in, take my share and get out. Or you will go in and you want to stay. Then you have to know those friends will still be there. So if you are worried about her having those kind of friends, then don't go in.
Yeah.
Go in for somebody you know she's single, always in one corner with her Bible, or yeah, or with her laptop or something.
The Bible ones are also sometimes extreme.
But it depends. So you have to pick
Right.
and choose which one. Do I want a girl who is friendly to some extent?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't want it crossing certain I don't want to feel threatened. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
But if I use
Okay.
that, somebody will also ask you,
Exactly.
don't you trust the girl?
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
It is not about trust. It is not me trusting the girl. Yeah. I'll use this analogy. A friend of mine said the reason why he puts on seatbelt every time he drives and asks the passenger in the car to
do the same.
It is not because he doesn't trust himself, but he doesn't trust the opponent and the other driver
Right.
on the other side of the road. So it is not that I don't trust my wife, but I don't trust the other guy that is coming in.
Right.
You
But,
understand?
I mean, let's set the record straight. We're not talking about your wife. We're talking about
No,
somebody
it is
dating.
not wife. It is not wife.
Okay.
I'm talking about dating.
Okay.
I'm talking about dating because before somebody becomes your wife, you have to date. And within that, you might have this kind of issues where you go like, listen, it is not that I don't trust you. It is the guy, because I'm a guy and I know
The friendship builds up.
I know
can lead
the
to
kind of
something.
friendship I have with other women.
Okay.
Right.
Most of the time, especially when I was single, if you are a friend or I want you to be friend, some friends, I know if the opportunity comes,
Those
because
swooping,
I see
right?
quality.
Like the SWAT team.
No, because I see my standard of woman in there. So if the opportunity arises, I'll just, you say, you know.
Got it.
So it is that fear
Okay.
or that knowledge that I know in men that will tell me, no, you have to have a boundary. So
All right.
that's
So your take is literally saying you'll be fine with it if your dating partner has as many male friends as possible.
not necessarily. If she has those friends already, and I'm going in,
No, but the
I know
tricky
the
part
risks.
is you would not know until you actually start dating, right? Because how would you know she's got that many friends before you start dating? Do you know what I mean? Because you get to know the person over a period of time.
Unless you try to know that early on. The time
exactly.
when you
So
meet the person.
and so everybody has a strategy of going after a lady, and I want to use the word secure for lack of word. Because I know I don't want unnecessary questioning from my side to her or doubts. I try to get to know who your friends are, because they say your friends will tell me the kind of lifestyle you may probably live. You know, so if I get to know all this, then I have to advise myself.
Okay.
Because of the kind of person I am.
I'm trying to put you on the spot. The question is, are you okay? Well, would you be okay knowing your...
What is too much?
That's the question, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Would you be okay? Because we can't really quantify it. So the question is, would you be okay? Would you trust the person that... Okay,
I would be
matter,
okay
right?
if my girlfriend has a couple.
A couple. We're not talking about a couple. We're talking about
no.
numerous.
Numerous based on what? That is what I'm saying.
Classmates, colleagues.
So
at
I
work.
was about to go.
Yeah.
It's a good point, because through her education up to wherever she has gotten to before we met, she might have met a whole lot.
Most definitely. Yeah,
Don't forget, in a classroom, primary 1, primary 2, up to university, you may have about 10, 20 guys in one class. So times it plus a years.
Yeah.
And then neighborhood and all that. So that is why I'm asking, which one? You have to look
Okay,
at
let's give an example. Let's say 30 plus. 30 plus.
Okay, I think.
How old is she?
No, I mean legal age. Let's say 20 in her 20s, right? I mean that's what I think we all mature enough to start dating.
I think for me, I would say that if, like you're also saying, which I agree, if the person already knew all these people before you met her, you can't just say, for the sake of me or myself, you have to shed all those friends.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the history she has with them.
Thank you.
You don't know her relationship with them. Maybe some of them are genuinely of help to her.
Yeah.
Maybe someone helped her in school with math, or someone helped her with some problem. So you can't really come in and say, hey, you have to do away with all these friends. I think in that case, I believe you should have like a candid sort of interaction or discussion about it.
Yeah.
And say, yes, I know you had all these friends before we met, but your situation has changed, and in these matters, these friends, some of them can create problems. It might not be the truth, but it might create some suspicion on your part that makes me feel like, okay, maybe this person is too close, or I'm not too comfortable, or something like that. Maybe you're already talking intimately with a person. It wasn't a relationship style intimacy conversation, but once we are dating, when I hear those things, then I'll feel like you have something to do with a person. So I think that for me, if in that situation, what I'll do is to tell the person or my partner to try as much as possible to the ones that she knows are not too useful to her life. She can begin to distance herself a bit. I'm not saying just shun them, cut them off altogether, but the ones that you really trust, that I also know are of help to you or can help you, you can keep that friendship. As long as I know them, that's fine.
I think we really need to reformulate the question.
Back to your question. Let me answer.
No, but I think we're moving away from the question. The fact, I want to re-quote what Brennan Boy said. He said, never date a girl that knows too many boys. So we talk even before you start dating. We're not talking about dating them. So you like this girl, right? Like you said, everything you want in a woman, she's got it, right? The curves, whatever, everything you want, you can see it in this woman, right? But for sure, she's got way too many boys. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I think we're getting it wrong. We're talking before you start dating.
In my presentation, I said, before you go in, you already know. So if I'm not interested, as a man, I'm not interested in a lady that has numerous guy friends, which...
Is that hypothetical, or you mean you're not? Hold on. No. The trick is, okay, this girl has everything you want, you're looking for, but she has these boys, vultures lingering about.
That is why
you go in for the girl?
It will be too judgmental. It will be too judgmental because, yes, looking from outside, it looks like it's too much. And the point he made, you don't know the friendship that has been
Yeah, but
built.
there's no way you would know.
you
would never
wouldn't know.
Yeah,
so
you would never know.
so that is where it's a relationship. I want to go in. I'm going to take the risk because of the interest I have or
Okay.
the woman I see in there.
Cool.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with that mindset, if I go in and through the normal relationship
Dating protocols.
yeah, here and there, and then you realize, no, actually, I'm not the only one, or there are too many vultures around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll start to ask questions, and I'll need real answers. And with those answers, I have to make a decision.
Yeah.
To still stick around or not, but
Or
to just
bounce,
say,
yeah.
just because she has so many men around or so many friends.
Yeah.
You classify every male around as friends, but some can be family, cousins, and stuff. You know. So yes, I will go in with the knowledge of knowing the person.
Like growing up, we say to try your luck, right? Try your luck.
About a little.
Right.
Exactly. Now let me come back to you. I want to kind of like reframe how we approach the whole discussion, because I like his part saying some may be friends, some may be like
Family.
relatives and whatnot, but we're not talking about it. We're talking about boys, like just boys. You know that if they have a chance,
Yeah.
they're gonna smash, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So in this case, what Burna Boy is saying is that do not, once you know that way too many boys around, right? It literally depicts the girl's character, in a certain frame, right?
Right.
So that's what he's trying to like. I think that's what he's trying to cut across.
I don't agree with his choice of
Yes,
words when
yes.
he says never.
Never. Yeah.
Because never is a very strong word. And I think that it would depend on what kind of situations she is in. For example, my ex-girlfriend, she was, say, at church, she was like a leader. And she was this lovable person. You just couldn't come in contact with her and not make friends with her. She was open-minded. She was lovely to talk to. She liked people, like we say. We often say. So someone like her, no matter what you did, even if she became your wife eventually, she always attracts people to herself just because of her demeanor and how she does things. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on the kind of person. If the person is in a certain position, say a social group, or if the person has some specific personality that attracts people to themselves. If you try to be too strict and saying cut some people off, it's going to affect her own personality and her own energy, or for want of a better word. So I think that it will largely depend on what kind of person. Well, on the flip side, if this person is somebody who is a club goer, and again, I'm not saying that all club goers are like loose chains, but if she's somebody who likes that kind of like drinking,
Lifestyle,
going out to pubs and things like that, then I would be a bit cautious, right? But if it's somebody who I know is in a situation or a position where she's genuinely nice to people are genuinely nice to her, then I don't think I'll worry too much. I will still be worried because situations can change, but what I'm saying is it would largely depend on the scenario.
Okay.
Surrounding.
So I think from Burna Boy's angle, it means this is a red flag. Okay.
It is.
It's not a red flag.
It is not, because you're being judgmental. You know.
Yeah.
I go with this analogy. Don't judge a book by its cover. So from afar, yes, but you can not only being in church groups and there are people who are naturally gifted.
Yeah, they just attract.
I do understand.
Yeah.
I like that saying you just spewed out. Do not judge a book by its cover. But do you think sometimes you literally can? Sometimes you can tell. You can judge a book by its cover.
It is still a yes or a no. It is still it's complicated. Let me explain it this way. I had my girlfriend here, my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Her friend was like that kind of person who likes other guys. Has so many. And she moves with her all the time. And most of the time, I keep telling her, I know you, but those who doesn't know you will think you are part of that group. So it puts a dent on my name.
Yeah.
Not only on your name, on my name too, because I'm the one everybody knows. But she's not even close.
Okay.
She's not even interested. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is why it is complicated. Where they say, "Tell me your friend, and I'll tell you your character."
Right.
It is sometimes it is true. Sometimes it's
I'm
not.
trying to rewind.
Yeah, rewind.
Because you said something about car seat. I'm coming back to the car seat, right? It's not because you don't trust yourself as a driver, but you don't trust the oncoming vehicle's driver.
Yeah.
So isn't it, can we play in the same scenario as in, it's not the girl you do not trust,
It is the
but it's the
environment.
guys.
Good.
The guys in the
It is
environment
the-
you don't
I
trust.
love-
Because some of these guys you might know, right? Like we say area boys.
Exactly.
Right?
Some of the guys you might know, some you don't. Yeah. And those who you might know, you will hear rumors that they pass certain comments. Those you don't know, they come in with different stuff you might not have.
Yeah.
And you see it as a competition because you're a man.
Yeah.
You know? And that put doubts.
Yeah.
Because you know maybe he comes in with a car, you don't really have a car, you have
yeah.
a bicycle.
Yeah.
You know, so
You'll be lucky to have a bicycle.
Even the bicycle is a Buzanga Volvo. Fitness
I know.
bicycle.
you know, but the truth is, coming from a male side, yeah, it is just to protect what most of the time it is just to protect what you love and want to keep for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to set boundaries, but it's
Your
the
boundaries,
same if
yeah.
you flip the table. Most of our women too, when they love you, and they will tell you. Most of the times our women go like, I don't like this lady around you because I know if she get the opportunity, she would.
But this is what I'm trying to say. I don't you feel we're being a little bit too naive, pretending that we these girls can be trusted and we're talking about love and whatnot? Because we're talking about just going into dates the girl. We're not talking about somebody you kind of like prepping up to get married to. So in this case, like you say, okay, you see this girl, you know, cars come in, they pick her up for lunch. You don't know who these guys are, right? Oh, he's my classmate from like, you know, the 90s, whatever, like, you know, high school and whatnot. Would you still be okay to still approach this girl and want to date
To
this
that
girl?
extent, to
It
those
put doubts.
Yeah,
But-
to that extent, yeah, definitely. I mean, no matter how, if you're coming to pick the person out for lunch, then I should be. I mean, you know she's dating, so I
Yeah.
should be in the car as well. All right, you don't just leave.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly, but we're not talking
What lunch are you
about.
going to eat that I cannot eat? Did I tell
But
you?
this is the
I'm
fact.
allergic to anything.
That's what I'm saying. We are not coming back to the guys. We're coming back to the lady now. She's saying, he's my classmate, right? I mean, I've known this guy for 10 years, even before I met you,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So in this instance, what do you do? What do you say?
I think if you all know each other to a certain closeness.
You mean
then
you and the girl, not the
me
guy?
and the girl and the guy.
No, you don't know the guy.
Okay, if
Let's
I
say
don't
you
know the guy, yeah, then
There
I
should
think I'm
be-
going to be resist a little bit.
And
Yeah.
this is where I always say there should be a certain form of
Familiarity.
Familiarity,
Thank you.
yes. I should know your friends. You should know
my
mine.
friends.
Yes.
That is what I'm saying. It depends. You see, the kind of person you are, you want to build that in your relationship. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm open. I have friends. I have lady friends. Whether they would do me or I would do them, it's in our minds. But I will let you know as a girlfriend, this and that and that and that. I'll open that side. Even to the extent that you will meet the person.
Yeah.
I like that. But let's go back.
You understand,
Rewind
right?
one more time. We're not talking about your girlfriend. We're talking about a girl you intend to date.
Yeah, but we
So she cannot come and be like, oh, I know this guy, he's my classmate. Oh, this guy,
I get it. I get
just-
it. But you see,
And let's not forget, you have no right to go questioning this girl
let
because
me
she's
ask
not
you.
your girlfriend.
No.
yet.
No.
Okay.
No. And this is where I have a problem. If you are just looking at dating as just dating,
Yeah.
what do you mean by dating? Dating that would lead to something serious.
Exactly, but you
Or
start
are you
from
telling me
somewhere, right? Yeah.
dating that it is just when I feel honey, I call you and then you come. Then I'm cool. Have your friends. But if I have a plan as a man, from my point, to have a wife in you, that is how I go into dating.
Right.
How?
Yeah, I go into dating in getting to know you first and foremost, I see a woman or I see a lady, I go like, wow, pretty. Okay, later meet her, I say, pretty, in and out. Okay, from there, I would like to make her my wife. That is my dating. That is my dating.
No, I do get it.
If it's the other way around and you just want, let me put it this way, the Western type of we just met each other, let's see how and we are smashing and blah blah blah. Cool. Then that I will not but even with that, because after some time, either I'll catch feelings or I see a wife in you. I will start to ask questions because I want to keep you.
This I do know. I understand, but I still feel like we're derailing from the we have to expand the discussion a little bit. I think we're not talking about you dating the girl before you even approach this girl to ask for even, like, you know, dinner out or something like that, right? And you know all this about the girl, right? You see her, like, you know, guys pick her out.
Yeah, I want to be part of.
You know what I mean? She gets calls.
I want to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Part of
the
friends
question
list.
is this a red flag for you not to even get to approach
I
this
think-
girl?
No,
or you
it
would
is
still,
not.
Okay, that's the question I
I think
want to ask.
for me, it's not a red flag.
It's not,
yet.
Hold on, let me come in. Yeah, but that's the thing. So you knowing all these, right? And then she can pretty much tell, okay, you've been observing, you know all these things. So why now that you start dating or asking out, why are you asking so many questions? I have my personal life. You have yours. I'm not asking you why you're talking to this girl or that girl.
Right.
Why are you coming and asking me 10,000 questions? You know, I feel like it's gonna get there eventually.
So this is the word. We can put tags on it. Yeah, we can put tags on it. Then it's an open relationship, where she can also come back and ask me, why do you have this lady's friends around you?
You know, but she's saying that I'm not asking you any questions.
Exactly.
So why are you asking me 10,000 questions?
That is why I asked you earlier. If I know and my intention is to just, I won't use the word smash but it's just to be part of the list of friends. Because I know that is the kind of
the
friends
Cuban link, Cuban link.
Yeah. I'll join it. Cordela. You know the how or Akosomo, natural man-made. You know, I want to be part of it. Then cool, I will be part of it.
Okay.
But the moment I join the gang and I realize maybe I'm catching feelings, I have two options: just to walk out, or because I have an interest in that lady, I will ask questions. And if I don't get the answers that answers my questions,
Bounce.
Right. I would like to take it from another view. So we all know there's this complex where sometimes you see a guy and almost all his friends are ladies.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see a lady who doesn't like to relate with other ladies.
Yeah.
All her friends are guys. And when I've met people like that, and when you ask her, why don't you? I don't see you with many lady friends. She'll tell you, oh, lady friends are boring.
Yeah.
They
Gossip a lot.
gossip a lot. I don't like that. I just like the vibe.
Yeah.
Being around guys. Definitely, if you have many boyfriends, it's going to be the case where one of you or one or two of them are going to ask you out. Maybe you even had something to do with some of them. I mean, that is your personal life. But what I'm trying to say here is, for some ladies, naturally, they just feel cool.
Yeah, they gravitate towards male friends.
Towards men. So if you are the kind of person, then from the start, you just, even before you approach, you have to observe. And if you see that maybe this person just likes to go out to prep, just for extra studies with guys, after class she just likes to walk with guys and then they go their separate ways, or in the class she just wants to sit with guys, she doesn't like to sit with girls, maybe it's not so much of a red flag, it's just how the person is. So that's why I was saying that it also depends on the kind of person and your personal observation.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we still keep going. I think we're making good progress with the conversation, but my next one, I feel like we're not really kind of like, you know, projecting into the future, because if you want to date, like you're saying, right, you're trying to get somewhere with this girl, right? So the point is, you need to understand that this girl now has like male friends that she's going to confide in, she's going to trust, she might ask for help every now and then, right? So the real question, would you be okay? Let's say you have a fight with your girlfriend, knowing that she's going to go cry on another man's shoulder. Because her best friend might be a guy.
You're right.
Right? like you're saying, people surrounding her are guys, so you should know that she's gonna feel vulnerable. She would need somebody to talk to, somebody to condition. That person would definitely be a guy.
Right.
Are you that secure in your relationship to let this happen?
I think like we're trying to base it on pre-dating, but I'll move a little bit into after we start dating as well.
After you've jumped the gutter.
Yeah, I think that I'll go back to my initial point that I made. There has to be openness right from the beginning. I should know your friends. You should know my friends,
Easy.
and the circle should be quite close, so that if you are not with me, and you say you are with Daniel, I am not scared.
I'm not
because I know
Yeah,
Daniel.
but that's the thing. You cannot possibly know all her male friends.
That's the thing. So I think
It's impossible.
yes, it also depends on what is the circumstance of me not being able to reach you on phone. You're with your friend, yes, but what kind of friend and at what time? If you say you are, I'm with James. Where at his house?
So this is
7
where
p.m.?
this is where the conversation comes in. So that's what I'm saying. Is this a red flag because you knew all this or you knew all these before jumping into the relationship? So in the be like you're saying, you're gonna ask, you're gonna be like, yeah, sure, I have this friend, like I've known them for like 10 years. We were childhood friends, went to high school together, or he helped me like when I was in a really tight spot, right? When I had nobody to kind of look up to, he helped me out. So these people you might consider like good people or good like support
Let me just come in
systems.
quick so that I don't forget. I think when we talk about red flags, then that is where we how do you call it? The know your friends thing comes in.
Yeah.
Because if this person is somebody you know you can date, it will come out at the beginning. The person herself or himself, whichever way, will tell you like easily and leisurely that this is my friend, I have this friend.
Yeah, but I think
here,
we kind of like
but if the person is
we're
trying
thinking
to
about the
hide-
ideal girl. This is
hold on,
like the
hold on,
ideal
hold on.
woman, but it's not. I don't think
You
it's
talk about
likely, right?
Red flags, yeah. That is what I'm saying. From the onset, you saw a girl, yeah, and with your information, you know she has these numerous friends,
Male
male
friends.
friends. When you jump into that boat, you have to find a way to control your jealousy because you know
it already.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So, yes, although I'll try to control, there's much I can take.
Exactly right. There's a limit, right?
There's a limit. So, if I get to my limit and I ask certain questions and I don't get the answers I need, then I have a choice to make.
I love that. Can I chip in right there? You don't get the answers you need. The question I will ask you is, will the answers be satisfactory to you? Would you be satisfied with the answer she gives you?
I would be, depending on the question I asked. You
Example,
understand?
throw me one question.
So you ask him about why are you with James or why are you with
Daniel, he said
At
Daniel.
8 p.m.
at 8 p.m.
at his house,
and-
something
and-
like that.
Yes.
We always hung out till this late. Before I met you, we always hung out because I didn't really have a lot
I've
of
never
female
heard
friends.
of Daniel before.
Yeah, you don't need to hear of him because he's my childhood friend. So
That
I'm
is
telling
where-
you.
So that is where
I'm telling you now.
now you are adding new people to the list I know already.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. Why do you need to know a list of all my
But I think-
friends? 'Cause
no, no.
I had a life before.
No.
meeting you.
Listen, listen. If you have 20 friends or 30 friends, yeah, if you start to date, that lady friend or that male friend to your lady friend, yeah, maybe once in the year, that guy's name will pop up because they have a relationship,
Yeah.
maybe through school or through something, yeah, whatever. So if I've not heard, and 2 years in our friendship,
Relationship or friendship, okay.
yes, in our friendship, where we try to take it to the next level, and then we have one or two issues, and then a new name start popping up that I've not heard before. I'll ask questions.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Questions are okay, but would you be satisfied with the answers you get?
You also mentioned something that
No.
if she will say if you discover something you ask and she says that I had this, we go way back. I mean, it's a fact. Once you enter into a relationship, well, again, maybe I'm digressing, but of course, if you're going to woo a lady, it's for a relationship most of the time. you have to also accept the fact that once you go into a relationship, your situation has changed, so you must be willing to make some sacrifices. You can't keep.
You mean as you the guy or the girl?
Both, either way.
Okay, either way.
You can't
Vice
keep
versa.
your same lifestyle as before.
Exactly.
Then stay single
Exactly.
and don't accept my proposal.
Yes.
But if you're accepting my proposal, you must be, both of us must be willing
is
to make some
sacrifice.
changes. That's why I was saying that you don't shun your friends, but you can distance yourself from some that don't really.
Yeah, but that is what I'm saying. The girl is gonna say, "Why should I do that?" We're not talking about.
Because-
Hold on. Let me finish my question, please.
Okay.
These are not people like saying new people she's bringing into the circle. I've known these people for years before I even met you.
But even that, not everyone you know is going to be a close friend.
Not necessarily close, but the question is, are you going to like all the friends she has? That's the question.
Definitely.
No,
I mean,
you don't need to like all the friends. You don't like. You have questions over some of the friends. You might not get the answers.
Yeah, some you don't trust, some you don't like, some you don't. You just don't want to
look
see.
like a threat to
Yeah,
you.
some you just, yeah.
It is okay. You need that to keep a relationship also going sometimes. But my point here is that it would depend on the answer she will give me with my question. So if she answers and say, "Oh, yes, I've known him for a long time. You've never met him before."
Yeah.
She gave me that excuse.
So you're talking about honesty now.
Good.
Yeah.
So that is
Openness.
where, because I already know the kind of lady you are. You are an attractive lady. A lot of men would like to be interested. I would personally not go for such a person, but somebody who likes. There are people who like bad energy. They like to fight in their relationship.
Yeah.
They like all those things. Yeah. Narcissists or whatever narcissists. Yeah. But my point is, it gets to a point you have to be truthful to yourself. So if Daniel comes in, who is Daniel? And you are not able to answer me. Let's say I call you. Where are you? I'm with Daniel, blah, blah, blah. Who is Daniel? And then you end the call on me. You are creating a new...
No, she would not end the call. She would not cut the call off.
Okay,
But
so
okay,
I'm
I'm with Daniel, and then all these giggles. Oh,
okay.
Daniel, stop! Daniel, stop!
No, Daniel, stop. What is Daniel doing?
But that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying,
Daniel
right?
is
So,
doing
so
something.
where do you start
Problems.
questioning the person?
Definitely, I'll ask questions,
Even though
because-
she's introduced you to Daniel, you know Daniel, right? But Daniel, stop! Daniel, don't do that! Daniel, don't put
Daniel
it
is
in.
pushing me here, and it's okay. Listen, that is what I'm saying.
Your heart to stop pumping.
Definitely, because there's feelings that,
Involved, yeah.
Yeah, you've catch feelings. But my point is, you don't need to take it to the next level, worrying and asking, fighting over, because you signed that contract. You knew the kind of lady, like you said, you judged the book by its cover.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I want to be part of that cover.
Yeah.
So you cannot be part of that, and then when
And
they
then
start
still
to use the
start
same
asking
thing,
okay.
yeah, because I would drop some friends the moment I have a serious girlfriend. I'm a man. I've done it before because I know they are threats.
Right.
Maybe I don't have anything to do with them yet, because that time they were also
Okay.
dating or stuff. This is real. It's
Yeah.
real life.
Right.
I don't want to sound hypocritical
I get
here,
it.
but you have to look at the person and decide, okay, I want to be part of her life. If you go in and you're like, nah, man, I thought it was 20, now it's 40. I cannot handle.
Right.
You jump the ship. Make sure you don't fall into the deep sea. Make sure you
I
jump
like what
and-
you're saying
Yeah.
because sometimes people go in having the intention to change the person.
No.
And then they get disappointed
No.
or they get angry about it. I think, before you go in, you should know the kind of, because you would have observed for some time. You should know.
Before I
the
forget,
kind of-
with my old brain,
Right.
I think Bernard Boy's test is coming from his experience. Maybe he went in trying to change the person.
No, I was rather actually thinking in this context, right? Just like I said in the beginning, is it a red flag? As in, you know all this, but like you're saying, you know what you're signing up for. So would you risk signing up for this? And then in the end, like you said, try to ask questions
Yes.
and tell me, well, I need to know your circle
Somebody
of
will
friends.
risk it because they feel they might have that effect on you, and they might change, or they might cut the number of men around you just because of maybe the way they believe in themselves. And there's nothing wrong. But what I'm saying is, maybe he's coming from, I tried and I failed. So my advice to the world is don't do it.
Yeah, of course.
You understand?
But that's what we're trying to
But-
discuss. That if you were in his shoes, right, would you go in for it? Would you risk it?
You have to risk it.
Okay.
You have to. You have to analyze it and ask yourself, the kind of man I am. Can I take this? Can I see my woman sitting in 4 different cars
Excellent.
a day?
So would you? You're still not answering.
It's
the
a no
question.
for me.
Okay, no.
Because I'm wearing Afromosis.
So have you had that experience before, or not that you can remember?
No.
Would you take the risk, or it's a no? That's just what we're trying to verify.
For me, it is hard to say. For me, I can't say a definite no. I still stand by. It will depend on what the person was doing before I met the person and try to woo the person. So if the person is already doing something that I think is acceptable by me, then I can still go in for the person. Maybe the person is a music producer.
Yeah.
You can't say that you will not see a musician's cars or whatever, because that's what she does.
But that's what I'm saying.
And
We're not
if you're-
talking about that.
if you're willing-
We're talking about different instances,
Yeah,
right?
so
That's what we're talking
if you
about.
look at the situation and you think it's something you can handle, then you go for it because you already know what you're getting into. But if it's something you know you can't handle, then
Okay, but we're talking about in
Somebody like me,
in
yeah.
personal terms.
I know
Can
how-
you handle it?
Yes or no?
I
Yes or no?
no, that's what I'm saying. It will still depend on the situation.
There's no situation. You're the girl you're trying to was got
If-
way
if
too
it's
many
a
friends
job,
that are males.
If it's a job to relate with, to work with many,
But you
many
don't
guys.
know. You just see.
Exactly, that's
like,
what I'm saying. You
just
wouldn't
see.
know. How would you know?
wouldn't
There's no way you can
just
verify
a yes or
every
no.
single
Would you want to
dimension
take
of
the
girls.
risk or no?
I would take the risk depending on the situation.
The kind of man you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would not
Yeah.
take it
I would take the
because
risk.
of the kind of man I am.
Yeah.
Because I may be wrong, but the thing is, I hate questioning and fighting in my relationship because the moment they tag you, oh, you are trying to control me, oh, you are this.
Yeah.
So I try to go for somebody who I know there are not many, and even if there are a few, she's very comfortable in introducing me.
Yeah.
And listen, as a person, when you get introduced, it doesn't take away the fact that
Exactly.
you might be doing
Yeah.
something secretly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But in your mind, you are a bit comfortable.
Right.
A bit comfortable. Say, oh, at least I can give her some level of trust here. You know, so that is the difference. If you see too many, and that is why sometimes a lot of our women now, some of them they also struggle with getting guys to stay around because they are being judged before. So the guy will even come in thinking, oh, this girl, she's there, just there. I've heard this guy come
Yeah.
for me, and then they will come in. They will get their fair share of the cake, and then they will use that same stick to beat you because they don't have any although they don't have evidence, they will still use the rumors to beat you.
So that's why I'm saying that it's hard to say yes or no.
Yeah.
Because before you date a person, this is what you might see.
Yeah.
But maybe when you start dating a person, that is not the reality.
It's true.
You know, so
It is true.
it's hard
On
to
a
say
personal
before.
note, me, boom, no, absolutely no, no. That's my stance, honestly, because I look at it from a standpoint.
gang.
as-
No,
you
you-
just got to
Nothing's wrong
see
with no
through
gang.
certain things, right? Because for me personally, I think a woman, there's a way you have to kind of like comport yourself, a way you have to kind of like I don't know. There are characters and habits you need to pick
Yeah.
that would make you desirable for a man.
Yeah.
No man wants to see her lady with like multiple guys. I don't care if they're friends, child. What I do not care.
Right.
Because with you said yes, you will go in, yeah. But the ladies in our chat, can they tell us if you are their man and they see numerous women in our society?
I'm gonna
in our-
get to
in-
that.
In our society, you're already a womanizer.
He's trying to take
Right.
my job. Okay, so my next question goes to, just like you're saying, you give it a shot, you're gonna give it a try. Okay, so I like what Steve said. So are you willing to get into a relationship that you know almost every week you're gonna have to ask questions?
Well, that's where. So again, you are saying that a relationship that I know that I'm going to ask questions. before I start dating, I cannot know 100%. That is why I'm saying that it will depend on what kind
No.
of
Like I'm
relationship
saying, let's
she
draw
has.
the picture really clear.
This guy-
We do know. Yeah,
this-
he's
this
trying to
guy's
swerve,
politician.
right?
No,
This guy
We're
is
trying to get it
politician.
clear. Let's say you have, you know, it's like she's new, right?
Right.
You've known this girl. Let's say the same vicinity, same
Yeah,
area,
yeah.
same proximity, right?
Right.
You know, guys come and go. Hey, bye bye, whatever. See you later. Blah blah blah. She
Yeah.
gets calls. Hey, Kwesi, blah blah. You overhear things, right? You hear people in the neighborhood. Oh, you know this
Yeah,
girl,
I get
like
it.
she's with Dennis
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
All
right?
these are hearsay, right?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying that.
But it's not hearsay as in people are trying to like mess up her name. It's they're facts. Like, oh, have you seen Ajua? Oh yeah,
I just-
she's with Daniel back then.
Yeah.
They were playing like basketball. While it's like you know she hangs with
But at the
guys.
same time, I also wouldn't want to date a girl who is like locks herself in the room.
That's not what the question
No,
is.
that's not the
The question.
No, this one.
Politicizing the whole- the whole thing.
Let me help you here. The simple thing is that before you go into the relationship,
Yeah.
you already know. Not relationship, but okay, relationship.
Right.
Just to start dating, know each other and blah blah blah. If it comes to that side, if she gives in, fine. But then you know all these stories.
Right.
Would you be interested? Yes or no?
I like that.
So that's the
No,
thing. The stories are
yes,
not one sided.
No. Forget about. Okay,
Forget
let's
about-
say the stories are true.
This one be
Let's
on
say
you.
they're true.
Okay.
Yes
so,
or no?
Okay, what kind of stories
Hold on,
are you
exactly.
talking about?
Say she.
No, we've not
That's,
said-
that's what I'm saying.
we've not said
we don't
that.
go there say
Right.
the girl be a shower, they sleep around. No,
The thing we
she
say-
just have child male
The
friends.
thing we
Right.
say, yeah, I want to explain.
He the catch. He the catch.
they
He
catch.
does the politicize.
I know he be politician.
Yeah.
Don't
Because
be on
look-
the fence. Oh.
Yeah, we are exactly.
I'm
We
not
all
on the
get your
fence.
point, but
my decision is firm.
no, but they make them
Because-
depend.
No,
We
no,
base them on
listen.
fact. We know this.
You're
We
saying
know
that
this.
in the area, a lot of people say that she.
No.
you
Don't
hear-
be said in the hearsay. No. It just be say, oh, like you see.
We are
Ajua.
talking.
No,
No.
yeah,
What
yeah.
will they talk be on absolutes?
I
We
think-
know.
Yep. And again, one thing we shouldn't forget is people.
We've not forgotten. We know.
No.
Let me
Okay.
finish.
That's what I'm saying. If you know it, then don't forget it.
Okay, let's
That
move on.
So we
they-
continue.
Yeah, we're continuing.
Yeah.
So one thing we shouldn't forget is people go into relationships with or for so many reasons, not just for love or for marriage or whatever. Like we're having a general discussion covering everyone. And I can understand you're asking my personal opinion, which I've already given my personal opinion.
No, you did not.
But I gave my personal opinion saying that I will still go in for the person, depending on what I know about the person.
But we've already given the absolute and the fact.
Yes.
You know
The
that
fact
this
is that
girl
she
has
has
many
many
friends.
male
We're not saying
friends.
she's
Yes.
sleeping around.
No,
Nobody
no,
knows
no,
that.
no,
we're not talking about hearsay.
No.
And not hearsay.
Yeah.
You see it literally around you. You live
Yes.
together pretty much in the same
Yeah.
neighborhood, right?
I was still going for it because
Okay,
I haven't
okay.
started a relationship, so I can't know exactly why she has that many friends.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the fact that she has many friends doesn't mean that
we
she
get
Nobody's
that.
saying that's what it means.
we
No,
get
no,
that.
Yeah,
Hold on.
so
let me-
that's my point I'm making.
No,
Today,
the point that-
I'm hosting with you.
I can't just say yes or no.
Now he's
I have to.
you are dead.
Yeah, go ahead.
You are a dead fish.
No.
Okay.
Calm and collected.
So you will go in. You've
Right.
agreed, yeah?
Yes.
It is the mentality you go in with.
Right.
Because if you're going in, and that is why I said from the onset, if I just want to be part of the game, I just go with that
Right.
mindset.
Right.
If you want to go in and change, that is where a lot of us men sometimes get it wrong. And sometimes we do get it right, because at the end of the day, the lady might fall
Right.
to the extent that she would want to make the adjustments. But sometimes some of us feel so disappointed, and vice versa. Some ladies too do.
Yeah.
With the mindset that I want to give him the chance, I want to give her the chance, and they might disappoint you because that is who they actually are.
Yeah.
They
All right,
cannot do
let's
anything.
move on, folks.
Belong.
Yeah, so this goes
So
back
I
to
hope
like
I've explained myself to you.
Yeah,
guys.
no, but
We're
you're
trying
explaining
to
yourself.
bully him.
No, he did it, but that was his opinion, so you can't take it away
Yeah,
from him,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it feels like this goes back to like the Mendy case we did last time, right?
yeah.
It's like these are some of what creates these kind of scenarios. For a woman, right? Personally, there are like traits and certain like habits and characters I'm willing to see in you as a woman, right?
Yeah.
The way you carry yourself, because as a woman, you have to make your man look good,
Yeah,
right?
sure, yeah.
You don't want people to see you with whether friends or not. You don't want today like you're working with this guy, it's where you're in a cafe
That's a
with
bit
this person.
irresponsible,
But that's what I'm
actually,
saying,
yeah.
right? Regardless if they're just friends or colleagues, it just doesn't look good. The same, I like the way you use the word vice versa. If you the guy, you do the same thing, I do not think your girl is gonna be fine with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're like workmates. like, you know, drama school class. It's not
drama,
gonna work.
that's the thing. There are people who like drama in their relationship, so they create it. But
See, that's
for
what I'm
me,
saying, yeah.
like the individual,
Exactly.
Yeah.
for my respect, my self-respect, and my respect for you, the lady I have, because I always say this, yeah. I've said it to most of my lady friends, those I've had my way with, yeah. I say it is not because my gain, it is because you decided to give in. You know, most of the time, most of the women, they decide to give you, because there's a saying, the ladies, when they see you, they know this guy or this guy is for me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a market value. You're trying to buy a
So-
If a lady
BMW.
doesn't want you, she doesn't want
That's
you.
what I'm saying. I mean, you're trying to buy a BMW. You want to see it clean and shiny,
Yeah.
right? It attracts you. So for a woman, if you seriously want a guy, you have to look desirable. And I don't think, like you say, hanging out with numerous guys, different guys every now and then, it makes you desirable, right?
And if
they might be your friend and whatnot, but like you said, you have to shed some of them off if you're looking to attract a man that you think you deserve.
Or just
So it's like sacrificing, right? You gotta-
If you
exactly,
used to go out
adjustment.
with them, now you can't go out with them. You
That's
can
what I'm
call
saying.
them while I'm around. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what
just
I'm
turn the
saying.
table.
Exactly,
No,
yes.
you just turn the table.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
you just have to cut them
No,
off.
this
but-
is what I say to
Yeah.
my ex-girlfriend. She knows that. I always say, if she does something in terms of, I said, listen, I don't want to sound like I'm being bossy or I'm trying to control or whatever, because it's easy to put those stats.
Yeah.
But the question is, ask yourself, if the table is turned, how would you feel?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Especially when I go out with a lady
Yeah.
that you see as a threat.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me give you this scenario. So, for example, my lady, I come home, or even I'm home, she gets a call from a male friend.
Yeah.
She puts it on speaker.
Yeah.
Somebody I know, and maybe the guy is talking about some personal issues or something, and we're all contributing. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But where I come back home from work, and you're on the sofa somewhere, you don't even say hi, and I hear you laughing. I'm already in a relationship with you. That's where I'll start to have problems, and that's why I was saying that when it becomes too much, you can't handle it. You just move away.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That you made a point that maybe some people can change, and that's one thing I do not want to do, because, especially women, right? I mean, if you force certain things on them and they act on it, they change, they shut their friends off and everything. In the end, she's gonna keep it in the back of her head.
One day
Once she's
it's
gonna
gonna
spill it all out, like I shut all my friends because of you, blah blah blah, and it's gonna almost be like you are the cause of her
I wouldn't even care,
unhappiness
because
right
these are things you have to do when you go into a relationship.
Yeah, exactly, right? So
But yeah, I understand. Ladies don't. They always keep everything. And
so for me, like you're saying,
back
shedding off some friends, adjusting to a relationship, for me actually gives me a picture of you having like a mental fortitude, right? To be able to take the relationship forward. If I'm not around, I'm on a business trip, I know you can hold it down for me, right? You're not somebody who is easily like, you know, looking to make friends or looking to kind of like be in the company of people just to make you happy.
Yeah.
You're happy within yourself. You don't need all these people to make you happy.
Yeah.
Of course you need friends.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about 10, 20 guys. I mean, what do you need from them?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
right?
nobody. The truth is,
Nobody would like
nobody
that.
would want to live like
It's
that.
I like
unacceptable,
something
yeah.
Steven said, that women's mentality, their thinking is such that if a woman likes you, she likes you.
Yeah.
One that doesn't like you, it's very easy to see.
Yeah.
But regardless, even if she likes you and she has all these guys around, I'm still not gonna like her back. For me, it's a no-no. It's an absolute no-no.
But there are those other women who just want to mess up with people's feelings. So yes, she
Those
do
are
like
the-
you.
yeah.
She likes Kwabna. She
She like just like
she likes
any
Nick,
of
she
the other
likes
10
that,
guys. Yeah.
And maybe it is just their or her character.
Yeah.
You understand? But this is where, as a man or as a woman, you have to make a conscious decision.
Yeah.
This is how I am. Can I actually roll with such a character around me?
Yeah.
Is it good energy?
Right.
If it works with you, live with the pain. If your head aches, get a paracetamol.
Yeah.
If not, get a wine or something. There are people who likes to live
Yeah.
in that kind of environment. But for me,
All right, folks, amigos, I think we've talked enough. We've discussed at length, and I don't know. It's just our opinions and views. So take it or leave it. That's up to you. Just like Burna Boy
It's what
said
it
it,
is.
the African giant himself said it. I do agree with him. You might have a different opinion. He disagrees. You practically
I don't.
you don't agree, right? You disagree.
I'm
Which is
in
fine.
the middle.
So
the only point
if
I don't agree with him is this choice of words.
Words,
He said
yeah,
never.
never,
Because
yeah.
that relationship might actually turn out to be good for
For you.
as a man.
yeah, but I also say that because there are red flags you got to look for in everything. Sometimes if it's a never, it's really a never. Because, like I'm saying, we're trying to act naive and trying to act all nice, but you have to be very honest with yourself. All right, so let's wrap up. All right, so thank you, fellas. Another episode coming to an end right here in Shanghai. Diversified opinions and views, but that's what we do, right? We tell you what we think, what we feel. You also leave us a comment, like, share, subscribe. To the next episode. See ya.
Ah,